Hey, you guys, so I'm back again with another message from the Lord. This particular message is based upon a dream that I had, and in the dream, God was just showing me like the a light, like it was a glowing light, like the glory of Him, and how He's going to use that glory to elevate a lot of His children in different positions and high places and stuff that He is calling them to in this season, in this hour. And um, Lord and behold, um, like something happened and it had distracted me. It was trying to distract me from what God wanted me to see, but I had already saw it. And I was like, okay, God, what is this? I got up and I started praying. Um and just really like praying and interceding and, you know, talking to God. Um up like between 2 and 4 o'clock in the morning, just up, just praying, warring. And whenever I was seeking God for confirmation from the piece of that dream that He was showing me, He was letting me know that our enemies don't want to see His children elevate, and they are coming as a distraction. So they're doing different work. They're doing different spiritual warfare tactics and attempts to distract God's children, to get them off a course. And it's time for you to refocus. It's time for you to stay focused. If you are focused, to refocus, develop new strategies. I know in this season, God has called a lot of His children to rest, but He is also saying that they don't want to see you elevate. And a lot of God's children, you have been elevating a little bit already, and that's nothing compared to what He's about to do for you, to compare to what He's about to release upon your life. And they can't even handle seeing your little wins. What you thinking is a big win, God is like, no, that's a little win. I have more in store for you. It's way more than that. It's more than to what meets the eye. You ain't seen nothing yet type of things that God is about to bestow upon His children. And a lot of people don't want to see you win. They don't want to see you elevate. And God is saying, don't get distracted, because they will try to send spiritual warfare attacks. They will try to reach out to you and try to distract you, get you off focus. But God is saying to not get distracted. All right. Stay focused, stay prayed up. I don't care if you got to get up out your bed 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, start praying, going to war, reading scriptures, doing your daily devotion, doing whatever you need to do, spending time with God. Because the enemy is upset because you have elevated. The enemy is upset because you have passed the test. The enemy is upset because you are overcoming. You are overcoming to become. All right. You are overcoming and becoming, and you're breaking generational curses off your bloodline. You have broken a generational curse. You have met a milestone that everybody thought that you wasn't going to achieve, right? And it's like the silent successes are finally coming out, because now God has got you in a place where you're going to have to um utilize the things that God has give you or blessed you with, in order for you to get to your next. So whether that's a degree, whether that's a job, whether that's a career path, whether that's a ministry, whether that's a coaching service, whether that is something that you are using to help build God's kingdom, well, now it's time for you to really operate in it, to work the vision, to work the assignment, because it's going to help you get to your next. And it's because it's going to help you reach a whole different level of people that God wants you to reach. And even though it might, even though you might think it's big, God is saying that's nothing, right? And those to God is only small wins, because He has so much in store for you. But a lot of people are getting upset because you are elevating, even in the little small things, y'all. Even with your consistency, even if it's social media marketing, your social media business, even if it's something like that, that is causing that is still being you using to in order to glorify God, it is still rattling a lot of people demons, right? And you might, like I said, you might not think it's a big deal, but to God, it's a big deal, and to your enemies, it's definitely a big deal. You might just thinking, hey, I'm just doing the will of the Father. I'm just being obedient. Okay. You might be like one of those type of people that's humble and thinking that's, oh, it's nothing much to it. But then the enemy see it as, oh no, this is a big thing, this is a big threat. And then some of y'all, God, you might be thinking this is a big thing, and God be like, this, you haven't seen nothing yet, right? So it's for different people, but God is, take this word back to God and confirm. But God do want me to come and say that they don't want to see you elevate, they don't want you to elevate. So they're sending the distractions, but stay focused. All right. God sends us warning before destruction. God will send us or warn us before, in the spiritual realm, before it tries to manifest in the natural. So we know how to deal with it. So we know how to put healthy boundaries and things in place. So we know how to pray. So we know how to fast. So we know how to war. But don't get discouraged, y'all. Because a lot of people are, when I see how people are really mad and upset because God is really elevating his children in this season, in this hour, they are very mad. They are very upset. And they're really trying to, some people, ostracize God's children, um, and making them feel like they are all alone when you're not alone, where they're really trying to isolate you, but not really realizing that the isolation is really a blessing to you, because the isolation drew you closer to, while you was in isolation, you got closer to God. While you was in isolation, you were healing. You were at a place of peace. You were at a place where you were surrendering, and you were able to get all the downloads and things that God wanted you to get, so you can get to this place. So don't get discouraged. All things work together for those that love the Lord, that's called according to his purpose. And even Joseph said, what you meant for bad, God meant it for my good. All right. But they don't want you to elevate, and they are trying to send distractions. You know who this message is for. And just be prayed up, y'all. Watch as well as pray. All right. I love you guys. I pray that you all have an amazing day. Don't get discouraged. Do what you need to do. It's not going to work. It's not going to prosper. You still going to get to that place in which God has called you to be in this season, in this hour. So, all right, you guys, I love you all again, and I will talk to you guys later.